All right, don't really want to do this, but we're fucking doing it. Another episode. We're back. Fat camp's cooking. Braeden's getting pretty fat. I'm trying to lose fat. I feel like shit battling on the Stairmaster, but we're here. So
break down the drip.
You know, we got Subtle, Chicago 1 Lows, got the Erica Manual fleece to stay warm because I'm fucking cold cutting right now. Boys are chapped. We missed the AP swatch drop this morning, but is what it is, you know? Can't win them all. All right, push day going down.
So on our other push day that you guys would have seen a video of already, you saw us start with pec deck. We start this day with a similar movement, a fly movement. We use cables. One of the biggest things you can do to increase activation of your chest, coming from a guy with no fucking chest, is to drive some blood into that chest as you get started. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I have actually improved my chest as it's one of my weakest body parts. And this is one of the keys to that, in my opinion. I feel all my pressing movements way better when I have a lot more blood in the chest. Also gonna warm up the shoulder joints. I just find starting your days with a fly variation, one of the most effective things you can do. Probably not a dumbbell fly, tension, absolutely horrible.
If you are dieting or doing a prep, it's gonna fucking suck. A lot of people complain. At the end of the day, you're choosing to do it. The number one variable I think is the most difficult but most important. Here's the thing, getting through cardio, it sucks, but it's not that hard. Dieting, being hungry, it sucks, but it's not that hard. Showing up in the fucking gym when you're low energy and starving and still putting in 100%, that is gonna be the difference maker between you looking good on stage or you looking like a fucking bone rack. Finding that fucking energy inside to actually give a shit in the gym and still train with intensity, which is what I'm trying to find right now. I don't know if we'll find it.
Yeah.
Come on. Good. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Earn it. Let's go. Go again. One more. Come on. Yep. Attaboy. So I had one of my pro clients look at their blood work. We're looking to hop into a cycle soon here. Upon first look, looking at an EGFR and creatinine levels, it was very crazy, basically showing kidney disease stage or kidney failure stages. A doctor recommends you get a bunch of tests and stuff done because of, you're in kidney failure, you use performance enhancing drug. What people don't realize is muscle mass skews your creatinine levels, and creatinine levels skew an EGFR because it's a calculation done using creatinine. So the more heavily muscled you are, the more muscular waste you're gonna have, which is gonna influence that creatinine level, which will then influence EGFR to be false. So you can actually have false kidney readings just by muscle mass, by training. That's why it's important you take some time off training the days leading up to blood work. We had a test done called cystatin C, because that's an accurate representation of what we're seeing in the kidneys. Got her cystatin C checked, sent me the results a couple days later, so we're still in the same week. Everything's all good. Her cystatin C levels come back as completely normal. Her inaccurate EGFR, not using creatinine, was 101, which is great. Again, we have to know how to understand and interpret these things, whether you're an athlete or a coach.
Yeah, come on.
Just finished sleeving up. Not mandatory. I do like to use them. I have some elbow issues I've been dealing with for quite some time now. Like I said, I just got a requisition for an MRI and ultrasound and x-ray just to see what's going on, because I've let it go for too long and haven't been able to train arms in 5 months. But even when I don't have like nagging joint injuries per se, I do like wearing them. They help keep the joint warm. They help me feel a little bit more stable. I'm not talking wraps or fucking knee wraps where you're allowing it to help with the weight, but at the end of the day, just adds a little bit of like a little bit of cushion for you. When you start training heavy.
I didn't have calves, but now that I'm a little leaner, they kind of look big.
Hiya! Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Come on, Ty.
Yeah.
Perks of owning your own gym, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Hiya!
Come on!
Kick me out, I dare you.
Good.
Yeah. Cardio, baby.
Come on. Yep. Yep. Attaboy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Good shit. Woo.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on. Up.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
So especially when you're doing any pressing movements, a lot of machines are gonna have a ton of really good grips. Is there a difference? Not really. What matters most is what's comfortable for you. We are littered in injuries, shoulder, elbow issues. For me right now, going flared there feels really comfortable. For Braeden's elbow, inside, is there much of a difference? Not really. Do what's comfortable for you, but stick to that. Don't alternate every time.
Another thing that people forget about too that's super important is actually the setup of a machine. So like in your logbook, you should be recording things like the height of the seat or the depth of the handles and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, right, like for us, we have this seat set back all the way, but if next week this seat is here and we try to do the same load in a completely different seat position, well, technically that's a little bit different of a movement, right? So you wanna make sure that week by week, you're having seat adjusted, angle of the seat, whether there's handle adjustments, all that stuff. If you're not actually keeping an eye on that, you're not making the right adjustments to fit your body and set you up optimally for the movement, you're just gonna be guessing every week. And then you look at your logbook and you're like, well, fuck, I wonder why I didn't beat it this week. Good. 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 Yep. Attaboy. The goal is not to lift the fucking load and have them not do anything. The goal is to keep the load moving. As you could see, as Ty was doing those reps, he was moving himself. I just kept it moving once he hit failure. And at the end of the day, that's a good spot. And I know I'm a fucking good spotter. I know he's a good spotter. I don't know about him though, but we won't comment on that. But at the end of the day, it's not about making it easier for your training partner. It's about allowing them to finish and get further than they would on their own. So
you want to help the load. You don't want to steal the load, you know?
Help them finish the load.
Help them go.
If you want to have a respectable chest, it's important that you don't just go and do, you know, flies, bench press. You need to hit your chest from all angles. That is why we did cable flies on our other push day. We do pec deck, hitting different angles, as well as today you just saw us do incline. We're now doing flat to make sure, again, we're hitting all angles of the chest so we can get that nice full sculpt shape and not just hitting 1 or 2 presses of fly and going home.
Dick swanging. As you can see with Ty's execution there, honestly, fucking perfect set, really good control. One of the things we did is actually we reset, I think we talked about this in another one of our videos, we reset a bunch of our loads and corrected a lot of movement patterns. And one of the things we did here was we actually, for, what was that, Ty? Probably about a month, we're doing this movement unloaded and just progressing our reps every session. I ended up getting to a spot, I wanted to get to a spot where I could do 3 sets of slow, controlled, deep stretch, 15 reps. We're at the end of our push session now. We got there, we started to add a little bit of load, and now we're just rolling with it. So we're not gonna change, and what's important as you progress is that you don't start changing that form away from it again, right? We fixed it for a reason, not to just go back to the same place we were, to now get stronger doing it better. That's the fucking goal. That's a wrap.
Some sessions are gonna be good, some aren't. That was about a 5 out of 10, but you still gotta show up, you gotta fucking get her done.
Hit some new numbers though for myself, but it still wasn't the best session overall. I think boys were just not in it today. That being said, even our camera whole YouTube, probably not the best video we'll ever make. But guess what? We're still gonna keep showing up because nobody likes a motherfucking quitter. Whether it's nicotine, vaping, anything along those lines.
On a serious note, you are gonna have, you know, times in your fitness journey where you don't wanna get shit done, you don't wanna show up. This is one of those sessions for us. We're here, we're getting it done. Doesn't need to be perfect. You're not gonna have motivation every single session. Get in there, get it done.
And also, if you've noticed, when Ty's dieting right now and he's ripping fat camp, he hasn't went on his story and just wrote 5 pages complaining about how hard every single day is and how hungry he was and how he's gone hypo and this and that. Because guess what? The truth is, nobody really fucking cares because you're choosing to do this yourself. It's gonna be hard. Expect it to be hard. Don't go on social media looking for fucking tears and pat on the back from everyone. That's not what this is about. Do it because you love it. That's actually what's gonna get you a fucking physique. Because if you don't love it, you're not gonna get through the hard shit. And the more you complain, the more you fucking think about it. The more you think about it, the less you're gonna actually do it.
Fitness in general, bodybuilding specifically, it's a privilege, right? No one's forcing you to do any of this. Fucking sucks, but also so does sitting on the couch and being fat.
There's literally children who would do anything to eat your fucking plate of broccoli and chicken when you don't get any carbs. So stop bitching.
Shouldn't laugh at that. Yeah, that's true.
It's facts.
All right, like, comment, subscribe. If you made it this far, I'm shocked. I love you. Yes, you. And comment, let us know what you want next video.
I love you too.